I'm back on. Okay, so we're not entirely sure what's been happening. There's some contention over how many delegates we're supposed to get, and my tablet froze and is completely unresponsive now. So I'm back on my phone, I'm plugged in. My friend here and I, we just lost all connection to the internet, both through our regular mobile service and through the Wi-Fi. I'm currently on right now, I think through mobile? I don't know, I reconnected to the Wi-Fi, so I'm back on that way. Last thing that happened is security grabbed somebody from the back here and just escorted them to the front. I have no idea why.
Okay, so they asked me to come up here and give a little bit of a clarification on what's happening here in CD4. So, according to the Nevada Democratic Party,
I'm meeting right now.
They interpret the rules as though what happened on February 20th, which was Hillary got 4 delegates and Bernie got 2. According to the Bernie campaign, we interpret the rules based on what happens here at the state convention and how many people showed up at the CDs, right? So in CD1, we are anticipating maybe getting another delegate. However, we will be filing a rules challenge after this convention about that delegate. But they're trying to actually proceed for business for right now. And we'll have 4 delegates for Clinton and the 2 delegates for Bernie. The Bernie campaign is actually filing a challenge against the rules, okay?
Again, the rules they adopted today are their own rules, and they state that we get a certain amount of delegates based on who was here. Because of that rule, we're going to get 1 less delegate than we would have with the normal set of rules. And the Bernie campaign has already filed, a challenge requesting, well, basically a challenge to this decision to use the revised rules with the fewer delegates. The normal standard set of rules are Robert's rules. They took those rules, changed them, posted them online, and did not take a vote with any of the delegates or any of the party members. The Credentials Committee voted behind closed doors and then brought them here and put them to a vote to adopt said changed rules. And that's what started the big uproar when the chairperson adopted the rules, despite the fact that more nays were heard over all the yays.
Hello, Democrats. How you doing? Hey! My name is Ace, and I'm before. You hear me now? Alright. Is it? Hello, my name is Ace. I'm running for delegate. My name is Ace Acosta. I'm born and raised here in Vegas, and I graduated from Redmond High School, class of 2013. I've been involved in my community for a while, since high school. In high school, I joined the Hispanic Student Union, and ever since then, I've been doing community service, working, protecting the climate, environment. So I got involved at a very young age, my senior year during high school. And I canvassed for many campaigns. I canvassed for many campaigns in the past, including Ruth Hewitt, Nelson, and many others. Candidates that graduated from my high school as well.
Okay, my laptop just came back up.
So I'm asking to support me to be a delegate.
I mean, not laptop, my tablet.
Because I want to for the community. Because we all
very, very long power.
For another year. But the question is, we want to give it to the community instead.
Okay, that was Ace Acosta. Ace Acosta. All right, up next, Adam Salt.
I'm gonna keep
Adam
using the
Salt,
phone.
Just in the room.
Let the tablet charge.
Going once, going twice. All right, Adam Stewart Littman.
Hi all, how you doing? Rough day, huh?
Yes, we can technically still pass a motion once we get into the other room.
You know what I feel we need at the National Convention? We need people who are going to keep cool heads, who are going to be able to take whatever's going to be thrown at them, and who are going to stand for Bernie all the way until Bernie is ready to not be stood for or until we get him nominated.
Sorry.
So please, I ask for your vote to let me represent you at the National Convention in Philly. If you have any questions, we're not going to have time for them now, but feel free, and if you need any help, let me know. I'm always here to help you guys out, and you know that. Have a great week. The rest of the convention. Stay, don't leave, go back to the room. Thank you.
Okay, that's Adam Stewart Littman. Next up, Alan Doucette. Alan, are you here?
That was Adam Littman.
Okay. Next up, Alexis Salt. Alexis.
Teacher, I got this. Who's tired? Okay, going to the National Convention. We need people who have conviction. Is that better? Okay. We need people who have conviction, but we need people who can practice non-violence. Non-violence, but I am not going to get walked over. I taught middle school in Chimbridge Middle School for 10 years. You aren't going to talk over me. I will fight for you. I will fight for your story. Please remember the name Alexis Salt for delegate. I thank you very much.
All right, Andrew Wickless. Andrew Wickless. Come on down.
I'm also a teacher, so good for you. All right, I'm only here because of my conscience. I needed to see this thing through after having spoken to some people.
Excuse me.
My vote's for
Thanks.
Brian Eichner.
Thank you so much.
should too.
All right, Autumn Montanino. Autumn Montanino. Okay, Chris Hypock. I know he's running. I've seen him. All right, Chris, move faster. I know you're wearing a suit, man, but you gotta. These people are tired. We want to free the Democrats.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Be excited? Who's tired of being the number 50th in the state of Nevada in education? Who's tired of your children not getting the needs they need in the classrooms because they can't afford the materials they need? Investing in
Right now, there
education
can't.
will make a better economy in this state. Today, I'm not really running for a national delegate like I was 2 weeks ago. But I'm here today to say that I'm endorsing Susie Lee for Congressional District 4 because she stands for education.
right. Clayton Barrow. Clayton. Hello, CD4. I'm an engineer. I work out at the fast test site. I'm a career federal employee. And because of that, I'm severely limited as to what I can do politically. But thanks to our president, Barack Obama, he amended the Hatch Act, which now allows me to serve as a delegate. I want to tell you a couple of quick stories about my children. My son Clint is a master sergeant in the U.S. Army, served 3 tours in Iraq and 1 in Afghanistan. He's home now, and he's suffering from PTSD. He called me before lunch. He just had the 16th suicide from his combat veteran group. He's killed himself last night at Fort Huachuca. There's hundreds of thousands of veterans that are suffering from this terrible malady, and with Bernie Sanders' single-payer health system, we can begin to address it and improve veterans' care.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's a small part of the trillions of dollars that we've spent on forever war in the Middle East. We could more than pay for. We can more than pay for free education for our kids. Yeah! I appreciate your vote. Thank you. Okay, guys. Got a quick logistical thing. If you have a cell phone that's on the box says keep calm, but not that calm, well, you're probably freaking out right now because I have your phone. So come on down. This is your phone.
Guys, just remember, this is the delegates for the district level to go to the national conference. They're not taking away anything from the main room. The main room is doing their own district work. For the same thing for District 3. This is for District 4. Once we're done with this, we'll all convene back in the main room and get back to normal business.
Kathleen Penpazzi, or some reasonable facsimile thereof. Kathleen? Alright. Kim Grant. Kim Grant, come on down.
I'm currently don't have plans to go to Philly. Hold on.
I'm a precinct captain in my area, and I would like to go to nationals to represent you. I already have a room, I already have a rental car. I'm going whether you will be in or not, so I will be there. And I am Bernie or bust. Thank you.
Christy Gagey, are you in the room? Are you Christy? Come on down.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to hear, how many of you are for Hillary? Where are my burgers? I'm going to do something, I'm going to give you the benefit of that we didn't get earlier. Let me hear the Hillary people again. I'm not serious. One more time, burgers. I see it right. Here's the deal. As the national representative for CD4, my name is Christy Yagi, and I need to represent this room. And according to the sound I heard in this room, I'm going to represent Bernie.
Oh, finally someone that can hear.
Megan Marie Ortiz. Megan Marie Ortiz.
I'm going to be glacial and read off my phone so I don't forget anything. Okay, so first off, I'm a millennial, I'm Hispanic, I'm disabled, I am also LGBT. I was my precinct chair for our caucus in
Hello guys, how you doing, Democrats? My name is Ryan Bilbray, and I'm running for the alternative position at large and district level. I am a millennial, and I am running for national delegacy for Bernie Sanders because I believe in this country, and I want my generation to be represented equally. I'm getting tired of the Democrat Party shoving down our throats that Hillary Clinton's our nominee when
That's a mic drop. All I know is his name is Ryan. I couldn't get his last name.
Hi, I'm Charles Gibson. I'm withdrawing my candidacy, but I'm endorsing Megan Ortiz and Asa Costa for years of service to our city and our state. And since we're talking congressional, go Lucy Flores.
Trevor, we go for it. Trevor, are you here?
Hi, CD4. My name is Trevor McElroy, and I'm 17 years old, but don't worry, I'll be 18 by the election. I'm a proud supporter of Bernie Sanders because I...
Alright, guys. I'm not dead. I'm still here. We lost the Wi-Fi for a second. Thankfully, I got my regular data and it still worked.
Your chat room keeps, like, there's so many people on it, it's full, so I'm going to open mine up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it caps out around 500 or so.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I sitting with?
We have found a lost Apple phone. Mike has an honor protective covering.
District chair. Who is our district? Do we know who our district chair is?
Our district chair? The guy in the pink shirt?
That's our district chair?
Wasn't it?
I don't know. If it's who we think it is, he's an ardent Hillary supporter.
I decide, well, I think now all of a sudden I have the advantage. I can turn it forward to you.
Can you guys see me at all? Alright. Somebody just announced that the 60 people are... Oh, was that you?
No, sorry.
Oh, that the 60 people out of those 64 are waiting outside today.
They're still here.
Yeah, so
62
they're in the
out of
building.
the 64 are still in the building?
The 60.
I think there were 60.
There was 4 Hillary and 60 Bernie.
I thought it was 64 Sanders. Yeah.
There was 64 total people. While we were in the other room, they said it was 4 were Hillary, 60 were...
This report from the Las Vegas Sun said that 6 of them were okay and 8 of them were okay.
What?
So, like, it says here, the minority report is 64 delegate status, blah, blah, blah. 8 Clinton supporters were denied delegate or alternative status for similar reasons. But then they said that there's 6 of those were eventually allowed as delegates, and the rest were denied.
Did it say why they were denied? Was it the showing up late thing?
The rest were denied delegate or alternate status because they or their records could not be located, or they were not registered Democrats by the May 1st deadline.
Ah, okay. That sucks. If it's true.
Yeah.
At this point, the media is already saying that Hillary won too, so we'll believe what we can believe. By the way, I don't know if she mentioned we're live streaming right here, so
I did not.
they can hear us and see us if that's okay.
I'll try to cuss less.
No, cuss as much as you like. It's fine. I already warned them. Yeah, what are we waiting for at this point? Basically, just everyone to get back from the other rooms?
Because I just heard a friend of mine is one of the tellers for C3.
Okay.
So I think they're verifying the count for C3.
Okay.
Like they're verifying that all the names on all the ballots match up with all the national delegate
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So,
they have to
like,
make sure that every ballot has a name and a signature, and that they voted for somebody that's actually on the list.
right,
They don't allow write-ins.
right. Yeah, Snoopy's not going to be going to the
Mickey
national
Mouse will not be your national Democratic candidates.
We're not going home, guys. Don't worry.
Wait, who you guys live streaming to?
It's Periscope, so right now, the last count, we had 3,400 people around the world watching. I really couldn't tell you who they all are.
that was the answer to my question.
Oh, okay. Now we're up to 3,600. They're very fervent about making sure we have the right number.
Getting a lot of glare.
I can't see anything off any of the screens.
Sorry about the view. It's going to be mostly audio. Been relegated to the jankiest outlet in the room. But at least we'll be able to follow along. So right now we are waiting on National 33 to verify their national delegate candidates.
I'm no Periscope expert, but I think the easiest fix if you have the double audio is probably log out, log back in. No, the list is not the name of the 64. The list is supposedly, or I should say, it's purportedly the list of the delegates that were elected in the district elections. The caveat to that is the District 3 numbers aren't confirmed yet, and they are checking all of the ballots to make sure that real names, real signatures are on them, that they are people that are registered, and that they voted for people that are actually on the ballot.
They skipped over the county caucus.
Do you have any interest in doing an interview? Or performing for you?
Why? I don't know anything special. I'm not, you know what I mean?
They're just asking how you feel about like the voice vote and just how the day's going in general. That sort of
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty despondent, unfortunately.
All right. Can you guys? Just lost it again.
Live streaming side by side here.
There we go. Okay, so I can give your name if you want. It's totally up to you. Yeah, so basically, just in general, how are you feeling about today?
I don't know. I was trying to write a post on my Facebook page, and I kind of couldn't decide what I wanted to say. I was torn because I wanted to say I'm half like completely despondent and depressed, and can't believe how crooked it seems and how disorganized, if nothing else. And then a part of me is also just trying to stay kind of maybe centered and say I'm learning and I'm going to get way more invested in my local politics and my local officials and try to, I still feel like very inspired by Bernie. So even though it's really, really unattractive, it does feel like I am hopefully going to leave here still engaged and still hopefully be able to feel like I can affect some sort of change.
And when the voice votes went down,
Sorry.
that's okay. How did you feel?
Pissed off. I was standing up on my chair and I couldn't believe what was going on. I couldn't believe what I was seeing and how like the mechanics of groupthink and power and I don't know, just like entitled establishment or status quo or whatever could just so rudely kind of shrug off the masses, you know, instead of following.
Where in the room were you at the time of the vote?
I'm from Washoe, so I was in the front part of the room.
Okay, so the front part of the Bernie side?
Yes.
Okay. So from your perspective, I imagine the Bernie side was incredibly loud. We've heard from some people that were on the opposite side, over by the Hillary side, that are also Bernie supporters, that said, even from over there, it was clearly louder than anything else.
The only thing I have heard is that we didn't follow the rules in some capacity, and that when they were saying aye, a bunch of Bernie supporters said nay, and since it wasn't at the time to say nay, that it actually was, you know, in conjunction with the aye, and made the aye sound louder. I don't know, that's hearsay. Everyone I've been meeting, I've been trying to ask what their opinions are.
I could see how that could be, yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone,
I get the logic
a lot of the people that were in the tie-dye shirts were wearing red or the green and said this is really important. Be sure that you don't say anything unless you see the red, you know, wristband now at the time, so you can say nay. You know? So, but yeah. I don't know if that's just, you know, it's just not chaos, but it doesn't seem to make any sense. It's really crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know about the wristbands as well. I was speaking to Sue, one of the staffers over there, and she and the other gentleman I was talking to mentioned that they didn't even have the wristbands yet. They were still trying to get them. So
I made my own wristbands with a Sharpie. I
well done.
Sharpie.
I only have a black one, so it really doesn't help me much.
They had to hold all the petition colored pens and stuff. If you signed all the petitions here, you got marked with every different colored pen.
So, but there were tweets, there were instant messages.
Yeah, we're kind of.
So people, I hope, it seemed pretty clear that people knew the right way to vote for who you were following. Now, how about the rules that were adopted based on that? Do you know them? Did you read them? Do you know much about them? The temporary rules.
I didn't read them, so I didn't know what the difference was between those and Robert's rules. I did read the petition that said, hey, what I did feel like what was going on when they did allow the Clinton and Sanders supporters to speak.
Yeah.
The Clinton supporters said we need to follow the rules. It wasn't like we didn't want to follow the rules, we just wanted to follow Robert's rules.
Correct.
You know? And I feel like that is a little sketch, like why do you need to change rules that have been in place for quite some time and that more people would probably have studied and known about? You know, that was my opinion about that one.
And just, I don't know if you've heard since, but just so you know, some of the rules that changed is basically how the voting process works. They put it in that it's a voice vote only, that the chairperson is the only deciding factor of who wins, and the only way to get a second vote or a different type of vote is if he or she was unable to determine whether the ayes or the nays were louder. And if they were unable to determine it, it was supposed to go to what's called a vote of standing decision.
Division of assembly.
Yeah, that's another word for it. It's division of assembly, where literally everybody gets up and goes to whatever side of the room is representative of their opinion.
We don't need to wait for them to call that, though. Any delegate, any seated delegate can make a motion that cannot be denied to call for a division of assembly.
Based on the original rules, but the temporary rules negate that by giving her the power to not even accept the motion.
Okay, so that was part of the amended.
Correct.
They really rigged it so that there could be literally no legal form of dissent.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous that would not be allowed. Seeing that you have thousands of people in the room, how are you ever going to have that be heard from their voice unless we use and embrace technology, you know, and actually have like thing that would hear what the noise factor was, you know.
Okay, let's see what they're saying.
The determination of election under Nevada law. So under Nevada law, the electors must follow the results in a statewide election. And under our rules, the chair appoints the electors, and I've got a list of electors. There's 3 Bernie supporters and 3 Clinton supporters as electors. For alternates, we have 4 Bernie supporters and 2 Clinton supporters. So here's the names of the appointed electors. Dr. R.D. Prabhu, Joanna Brown, Teresa Benitez Thompson, Larry Jackson, Paul Catha, and Greg Gardella. The appointed alternates are Chris Miller, Kelvin Atkinson, Hava Ahmed, Tick Segerbloom, Heidi Swank, and Steve Warner. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to ratify the electors in accordance with Nevada law.
Oh, another day.
Larry Jackson, Churchill County. I move the motion for the electors. I'm Steve Warner. I second that motion.
Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Thank you. The ayes have it.
It's the one that gets up and talks. Is Chris Miller an elected official, or is that's just one of those? How do you get on the credentials committee to begin with?
They said they were appointed.
They're appointed. They're not elected.
So
they're appointed by
the
somebody
DNC,
we elected, or.
The DNC appoints who they want from their own group or whatever to be on the credentials committee.
But the credentials committee isn't the only position that Chris Miller holds.
We're ready for the microphones for the platform.
Did they
Hi,
find the
Democrats,
microphone?
it's been a long day. Let's get through this and finish our business for the day so we can go home. My name's Gary, I'm the chair of the platform committee. My platform committee is behind me. They put in a lot of work.
Yeah, good job.
We need the platform projected, please.
Oh my God, that thing is like
The platform only has one major substantive change. There's a proposal in the elections and government section that was not in the original draft for the committee's hearings. We included this morning. Substantive change would appear on lines 241 and 242.
Yeah, no one's going to be able to read that.
Second plank of the elections and government section. It will read, we support future reforms to the presidential primary process, including superdelegates, while ensuring Nevada remains an early state and first in the West.
So she just basically said,
It's highlighted on the screen for you to see the language. This committee worked very diligently to make sure that everyone on the committee can support this platform. We have members from both campaigns, supporters from both campaigns in the committee. This is what we felt was fair. It covered everybody's concerns that were presented to us in hearing, and we're very proud of this document. I move that this body pass this platform as amended here for the 2016 party platform.
This platform is like 10 pages long.
I read the original one at the previous convention. Most of it was pretty good.
Where can we go to get a copy of the platform? Yeah, I went and looked at it.
Platform. We tried to incorporate both sides. I think we did a very good job. It's a very progressive platform. It addresses many of the needs that we need in this country, and what we need more than anything else is to beat Donald Trump. So I hereby second that motion.
All right, for the rules, we can take 3 speakers in favor and 3 speakers against the platform. You have 2 minutes each. There are microphones up here with members of the Encore staff. Can you raise your hands, please? Okay, I'm going to start over there. Please state your name, your county, and if you're speaking in favor or against, and then your time will start.
John Jeremiah, Clark County. I object to the including the superdelegates.
DJ Bernie Sanders, are you with the 60 people waiting outside right now?
Delegates authority.
What he said?
Yeah. All right, can I...
We need to reform the superdelegates make changes so that they have not the authority of an elected delegate.
All right. 2 minutes in favor.
Is this on? My name is Bill Hawkray, Clark County, CD3.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. DJ, if you can convince everyone to stay, we're going to try to get a motion for a recount. We're trying to get you guys in here.
Including superdelegates, and you say that you want to get rid of superdelegates, or are you saying that you want to enhance them? I'm not sure what that statement makes.
I want to clarify that we're adopting the entire platform, not the amendment. You're speaking to the entire platform.
We can speak to the amendment.
This amendment is included in the proposed platform. It is already included. It has already been included from the commission. You're speaking on the entire platform.
Including superdelegates. What do you mean by that?
We're down to 53 people outside right now. One of them is on our feed.
What does that
He
sentence
says the
mean?
police are telling them to leave.
The police are telling the
What
delegates
does that
outside
sentence mean?
why?
We support
They have every
future
right.
reforms
Tell them to go stand in the casino. Why can't they stand in the delegates' ballroom?
DJ, worst case scenario, if you guys want to just hang out in the casino or by the restaurants near the information desk, keep an eye on our feed. You will know as soon as we know if we can get you back in.
Don't misunderstand me. I think we should keep superdelegates.
People standing outside the employee entrance, smoking at any given moment. So if you need to leave the building, if they're making you leave the building, but not the property, you can stand in the employee smoking room area out back.
Okay, he's saying they didn't tell him to leave, so it's okay.
Please get someone to film
The language
the
that
police
is
telling the
highlighted
delegates
was included by the committee.
He just wrote back saying they're not asking them to.
Okay,
Are
they're not
values,
but why is there a
and they are
police
not
presence?
Police just said that they are not going to be allowed inside.
This is the agreed
So
upon language
to
that
be
came out
clear,
of
they're
the
not being told to
meeting.
leave.
But right now we're
They can
discussing
hang
the
out.
entire platform, including this plank. Yes, we're not. We are discussing the entire platform, including this plank. It has been moved and seconded, including this plank as written. So we are discussing the entire platform with this language included.
They are quite literally ripping the
I heard,
out.
I believe, 2 speakers, 1 against and 1 in favor. Is that correct? Or was it 2 against? I cannot hear this gentleman over here. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, may I take 1 more against on this side first, 1 more in favor on this side next, and 1 more against on this side and 1 more in favor. So 2 and 2. Excuse me. Excuse me. My name is Erin Bilbray. I am a superdelegate. I moved in favor or against the platform? I'm against. I formally move to strike the language to include superdelegates.
Yes! Second it. I'll second it. Second.
May I have a second on my motion?
Second!
I've got laryngitis, guys. I have no more voice. But
I would like to call for a vote.
You can plug in. Oh.
Call the question, please.
I think we're still.
Okay, I want to clarify the process right now.
There we go.
We have
Try not to move that.
We have to vote, because it's been moved and seconded, we have to vote up or down on the platform as a whole. If you reject it, we can then open it for amendment, but we cannot amend at this point in the process. So it's the rules, it is the rules, that is how the rules are written. So right now, if there are, all I'm saying is right now we cannot amend it. We have
That wasn't a vote yet.
1 speaker against, 1 speaker in favor. We have 2 more speakers in favor and 2 more speakers against. Are you ready to speak in favor over here? 2 minutes.
My name is Gordon Dykes, CA1. I'm in favor of
accepted.
Motion to previous question, please.
Out of order, I have the floor. Please retain.
Motion to previous question.
Please retain the
John
charge.
Jones, I'm in favor of out of order. We have a motion on the table that is being discussed. The gentleman over here.
I'd like a motion to appeal by the body.
Thank you.
Motion to appeal by the body.
I am in favor of accepting the platform as written. People spend a lot of time writing this. As good delegates to this convention, they spend a lot of hard work on it. We should accept their work and work to change it in the national convention to produce more change. This is not the time for the place to change the platform. We should accept it as written. The hard work for our delegates and for our elected
Vote the platform down.
I do not have to clarify the language. The language is as written. The language is as written. We have to vote
Okay,
on the motion that's on
what's
the
going
floor,
on
which
is
to
there is a
adopt
motion. We've basically got. Well, okay, somebody's lying here. They're saying that there are two motions on the floor: one to adopt or to strike the platform, the new platform, and there is a motion to remove the superdelegates addition to the amendment to the platform. Sorry, I'm trying to listen at the same time as speaking here. It's very, very confusing.
My name is Rolle.
Yeah!
I have stood up to corruption in this party, and I will continue to do so. I am against approving this in its entirety, as it represents corruption and the bigger issue that Roberta Lange should be removed as chair.
Yes! Dan is the man!
That's out of order. The question's been called.
Okay, he's got my vote.
Those in favor of passing the platform, say aye.
That was loud. That's not good. Hold on, we gotta get loud.
Okay, get ready.
Get up!
Those opposed, say no.
Did he pass it or not pass it?
Jesus, I hope he didn't pass it. How would that look?
It would look like every other vote here today.
Well, that one was like the most clear when I
Oh, you're going back there.
Please roll to the top of the platform.
That was a motion to remove chairwoman. What's her last name?
That wasn't a
Roberta
motion.
Lange.
That was a motion to strike,
The no's ones who are doing the platform section by section.
and the addition of the superdelegates in the platform. What did he just say?
The rule would say that we can do the platform section by section.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so we
All right, so we can vote on the platform section by section now.
So we're allowed to vote on the amendments then? don't have to accept it.
Right, right. I mean, they're not going to go amendment by amendment, but they're going to go section.
It's very difficult to hear what's actually going on because we're going back. And I heard someone put forth a motion to remove her as chairwoman, but then did they not vote on that?
That did Dan? I didn't even hear
I don't
that
know
part.
if it got a second.
Because Dan,
All right.
I
and
heard
then how
that
does
he
she
was.
decide?
Yeah, she
Oh,
can't
yes,
be the.
I'll remove myself.
Right, right. I'll tell you guys, honestly, I didn't hear it because everybody was cheering and I was kind of loud myself, but it sounds like Dan Rolle went up there, put in a motion to strike the amendment as a whole, strike the superdelegate, strike the platform as a whole, strike the amendment to the platform for the superdelegates, and to remove the chair all at once.
I move to adopt the section as written. Second motion.
I'm following you now.
Okay.
Sorry, don't.
Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed vote nay. Motion passes.
Okay, that section of the platform passes. There were no amendments. It's exactly what it was at the previous convention. This is the civil rights section. No amendments.
Those in favor vote aye.
Aye. I do not need the screen for this.
Nay. Motion passes. Third section. I move to adopt education as written. Second motion.
Education is written, no amendments.
Those in favor vote aye.
Aye.
Those opposed vote nay. Ayes have it. I move to adopt fourth section criminal justice as written.
This is criminal justice. Also, apparently, no amendments.
Second motion. Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed nay.
That was equal.
They've gone too quickly, I can't actually tell which one.
They haven't even scrolled it yet. That's part of the
I know.
problem. Everyone's saying nay because we don't know what it says.
Voting on.
You want me to read this word for word? It's going to be all night.
Oh, read the synopsis with
I'm not going to read it word for word. The criminal justice passed.
So I probably have another vote.
I move to adopt the section on immigration as written. Second motion. Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed, no. Ayes have it. I move to adopt the taxation, jobs, and economy section as written. Second motion. Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed, no.
I think his battery level is just fine.
Ayes have it.
He's at 2 different devices, and his.
I move to adopt the housing section as written.
I'm going to end up having to switch over to my tablet, you guys.
Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. I move to adopt the healthcare section as written. Second motion. Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed vote nay.
All right, you guys, I have a slight emergency. My phone is about to die. I'm trying to get my tablet up. Try to listen.
The workers' rights and unionization second as written. Second motion. Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed nay. Ayes have it. I move to adopt the environment and energy section as written. Second motion. All those in favor vote aye. All those opposed nay. Ayes have it. I move to adopt the elections and government section as written. Second motion. All those in favor vote aye. All those opposed nay. The motion failed. The entire
for the Democratic Party?
This just goes to like prove the point. They're going so quickly.
Now they're going to have a government session.
General Akbar really wants to see this.
Has anybody seen a white phone with pink flowers? Somebody'd like to have it
I
there.
just messed it up, sorry. For all those
Let's know if you found it.
Okay, I've got the tablet ready. I'm wavering between 4 and 5% right now.
The results of the district level